Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate you watching my video. My name is Mark Johnson, and I am here today to deliver another movie review. The movie I'll be reviewing today is Don't Look Up. It is a 2021 film release through Netflix and is directed by Adam McKay and is written by Adam McKay and David Ciorta. Two low-level astronomers must go on a giant meteor to warn humankind of an approaching comet that will destroy planet Earth. So as we start this film, we are introduced to our two main characters. One is Kate DiBiase, which is played by Jennifer Lawrence, and Dr. Randall Mindy, who was played by Leonardo DiCaprio. Both of these people are astronomers, and they are in the lab. We meet Kate first, and she's in the lab. She's rocking out to a little bit of Wu-Tang, doing her numbers, whatever that may be. And at a certain point, we see that she does a calculation over, and then over again, and then over again. And in a sense, we start to see on the computer screen that it just kind of continues to go in the line. This little blip on the screen continues to go in a little bit of a line. You know, this definitely is concerning to her, because the look on her face is definitely of concern. Definitely not calm. And so she does it even a few more times just to make sure that her findings are correct. At that point, she takes it over to Dr. Randall Mindy and shows him the calculations that she's finding. You know, he looks at it and he, in a sense, doesn't necessarily disregard it, but at the same time, the way he's looking is like, let's check this out. Maybe there are some calculations that are or have gone wrong. So he gathers the group that's in the lab, and they kind of start to do some calculations. At a certain point, the calculations get to a point where really only Dr. Mindy can make the calculations himself, because it takes a different type of math to kind of figure it out. And as he's doing it, he realizes the same thing that Kate had found out, and he kind of lets the class go and keeps Kate with him, because she was the one that found it, and they talk it over what they need to do, because this is serious business. You know, you as a viewer don't know why it's so serious, but you understand that, you know, as an astronomer, they have some things that they deal with that could be very serious to the general population. And so they reach out to NASA. And you got to understand, this film is a satire, so it's, in a sense, you know, trying to make the serious humorous, or, you know, making things so absurd that you know it's comedy. It becomes comedy. So they reach out to NASA, and you would think NASA would have some kind of, you know, protocol to deal with a situation like this, but they kind of just sweep it underneath the rug. At that point, both Dr. Randall and Kate, you know, look to the next step that they need to take to get this information out, because to them it's very serious. And so they reach out to Dr. Oglethorpe, who's played by Rob Morgan. And he is the person who kind of, you know, oversteps NASA and gets them an opportunity to talk to the president. The president in this film is played by Meryl Streep. And, you know, at that point, she's going through her own little bit of a scandal. She's, you know, trying to get reelected. So things that are important to her are important to her campaign, you know, in a sense. And so both Dr. Randall, Mindy, and Kate are rushed to the Capitol to talk to the president. You know, the first day they don't get an opportunity. Such things happen, and so they're just sitting around all day, saying, "This is so serious. We need to talk to the president right now." They even get an opportunity to see her, but they don't get a chance to talk to her. So the following day, they are granted an opportunity to talk to the president, and they plead their case or show what they have been finding. Both the president and the staff are not they're underwhelmed, let's just say that. They're like, why is this a big deal? Why should we care? You know, the kind of situation. And both Kate and Dr. Mindy are like, they don't understand how they can't understand why this is such a big importance. And so after the meeting, they are frustrated, you know, because they don't believe that the president really understands what they're trying to say. And so they find a way to leak the information, not too widely, but enough that there's some kind of a buzz NASA gets a little black eye because they didn't really pay attention to it through this situation. And at a certain point, they are granted an opportunity to be present on a morning news show where they can, share this information. And they do. They're granted it, and they go down the news station. And this is at the point where the film kind of sets both of these characters on different trajectories, because now when Dr. Mindy goes on to the news, he's looked at as the handsome astronomer, while Kate at the same time is looked at the crazy person, and there's memes made about her crazy face that she makes while she's on this news program. And so the film from there just kind of takes both of these characters on these wild, different trajectories, and we see how this information is, in a sense, further swept underneath the rug, and just kind of at a certain point when the truth really finally comes out, it's a little too late. It's a little too late. And so for me, this film is definitely very engaging. The film's about 2 hours and 18 minutes long. It's an enjoyable, satiric display of what the United States or the world would do in a situation like this, and it's just enjoyable. It's fun. I really found this movie to come in that time where I just needed something good to laugh at. So again, that has been my review for Don't Look Up, a 2021 film release through Netflix. If you like this review, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you have any comments about this film, or would like to suggest a film I watch and review on this channel, make sure to leave all of that in the comment box below. And then lastly, if you don't want to miss any of my reviews or other content, make sure to, and that way you will be notified. So again, and lastly, this is my review for Don't Look Up, a 2021 film release directed by Adam McKay. I thank you. I really appreciate you stopping in and watching my video. And like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. I will see you on the flip side. Let's go.